heaven prosper each and every one of us, even as our souls prosper. And may all this be to your glory through Jesus Christ our Lord.
Amen.
In the name of the Father.
Please, while still standing, let's take the national anthem. Some of our leaders seated here. First, permit me to recognize our Board of Trustee Chairman, Ambassador Patrick Akushe. In the same vein, permit me to recognize our immediate past president, who led us in an opening prayer, our own Grand Ambassador, Ferdinand Ezala Akando.
Thank you.
Please permit me to welcome all the chapter leaders and members of our association. So, I want to welcome all Abia State chapter members in this hall. Please be upstanding for special recognition. Okay, they're not here yet. Remember, we have an award. I know why I'm doing this. Please let us also welcome the Ebonyi chapter. Give your name upstanding.
Only you. Let's take you.
Please permit me to recognize all Imo chapter. Rivers chapter. In the same vein, let us welcome the host chapter, Lagos State. Let us recognize our Anambra chapter. All right, may we be seated. I know that our diaspora members are probably online watching us. The Europe chapter, North America, we recognize them online. Thank you. So without wasting further time, let me now introduce the man who has been championing our affairs. I want to specially recognize and welcome the global president, our own Dr. Anayo Chukwu Ohera. And please come to the podium and give us a welcome address. Thank you.
Great Imo Stars.
Great.
Great Imo Stars.
Great.
Great Imo Stars.
Great.
My most valued, respected Board of Trustee Chairman, GIMSUGA, Ambassador Patrick Akushe, most respected, indefatigable, immediate past global president, the Grand Ambassador of GIMSUGA, our own Prince Ezala Ferdinand Akano, the the Global Vice President, His Royal Highness, Ambassador Temple Wangwo, most supportive chapter chairman, the host chapter of this convention, our own Engineer Ambassador Ugo Esinolo. For want of time, please permit me to most specially recognize all the chapter presidents here. I can see the chapter president, chapter chairman of the Garden City chapter, the chapter chairman of Anambra chapter, the chapter chairman of Ebonyi chapter. When other chairmen arrive, I will do the needful. I want to especially recognize and appreciate all members of Global Executive Council here present, various chapter executives here present, most valued ambassadors of our great alumni, the great leaders of GIMSUGA I've seen here, Ambassador Melford, Akano, Ambassador Rotarian, Nubisi, Ikeja. Permit me because I know my own valued members of GIMSUGA, ladies and gentlemen, this is yet another beautiful moment for us to gather. Last night, we all gathered for home hospitality, courtesy of the host chapter. It was quite wonderful. Today, this morning, we've done the medical outreach. Quite wonderful. Please put your hands together for yourselves. Now we are here for another talk. I know when the time comes, due recognition will be made concerning our guest speaker, who will talk to us on a very important topic. And after that, we'll retire for our annual general meeting. Because we are spent the time, we want to heartily welcome you to this very gathering. It's very unique. The planning committee have just so far done wonderful work. Please put your hands together for them. I want to ask you to relax. If possible, put your phone across, put a call across to some of your members who are here to be here. That we have started. We're not going to wait for anybody, so that we can be done with this. Remember, we have our beach party to attend, and we cannot joke with that one. Be it in our life. Thank you very much. So please relax as we have this very brief talk. The young man I've interacted, a very simple face assessment tells me that he's quite loaded, but with learned and innate experience to give us what we need. Thank you and God bless.
Now will be speaking to us on the topic, unity in diversity. You know, we are people from different cultures. Ambassador Sir F.D. Jelili C. KSM. Please a round of applause for our speaker as he steps to the podium. Thank you.
Officially, I'm an ambassador. Federal Republic of Nigeria. I was made ambassador last year, September 24th. So mine is, well, I think I like your own ambassadorship. So let me call my fellow ambassadors. Is it better now? Okay, good. Great Imo Stars.
Great.
Wow. It's a total political party. All right, good. My happiness is that I also schooled from the East. I went to Northern University, 2004. So I also came to Imo State University back then when we were Rotractors, and currently now I'm a Rotarian. That was how I knew Vivian, and I also saw some Rotarians here present. So good. I was looking at your topic vis-a-vis what you gave to me as my topic to talk on, unity in diversity. And while we were doing our brunch now or breakfast, because it was around 12 o'clock, I was trying to interact with you guys, and I said, diversity. 99.9% of people here are Igbos, right?
Yes.
If you are not Igbo, raise your hand. Jesus. So all of you are Igbos. No, it's not fair.
There are non-Igbos.
Huh? They are not Igbos.
Yeah, but they are not here.
Okay, they're not here yet. Okay. But the topic we're not going to talk about, diversity is not just only in culture or in your ethnicity. I asked a question, what does diversity mean to us? Even to you, alright? If I would just ask, who can tell me what diversity? Because we have unity in diversity, but we have to talk about the diversity first before talking about the unity, alright? Different culture, one, ideology, Jesus, Jesus, gender difference, say different gender. What? I know what I'm saying. Just for us to count for.
Different languages.
Different languages. I think I love that. Okay? What again? I love that. Different ideology. Different belief. Different religion. When you wanted to pray, you say name of the Father and the Son. I was like, okay, fine. I also know that 80% of people are Catholics. Alright? I'm a Catholic too. So when you say sir, I'm a Knight of Samuluba. So when you say that, I was okay, I'm home. Okay, we're together. Alright? But if everybody is a Catholic, everybody's Igbo, everybody's this, everybody's that, you might be surprised if you're having an OES program. Alright? So that is one of the things that when diversity is not there, you always have a problem. Okay, so don't mind me, we're going to have fun while we do this. Alright, there's a quote that says, we may have different religion, different languages, different color, especially when you leave the shores of this country, that's when you know that you are really black. And it's so painful. Okay, let me also tell you, for me, I'm the export marketing manager of a company, so I also run an export consulting. So outside the country is like my base. Okay, I'm almost speaking Igbo now, sorry. The moment you leave the shores of the country, that's when you know you are black. And it's so painful. Alright, so it goes alongside, say, different color, different skin, different belief, and I will take the last one, different ideology. And this was said by Kofi Annan. Alright? So that is more or less what we call diversity. To him, that's what it means. So but bringing ideology to this helps us. Then what is unity? Unity is what? Is the state of being united and joined as one word body. Now, Imo State graduate alumni, you have different classes here, right? Not the same sex. Okay, so you are from 2000, 1994, and you are all together. Age, in the first place, also diversity. Those that run their companies, I bet you, the people who call the Gen Zs, if you employ them, they're not taking like those of us, millennium or the old. Some of them wear slippers to come to work, yes or no? Sometimes you don't, but you have to understand those things to plug them all in to have one whole thing, which is the unity. If you don't put all this into consideration, forget it. Your unity, your diversity will help you to scatter your unity. So then, we say diversity is the practice or quality of including different people from a range of different backgrounds, color, states, religion, and the rest. Then, what is now unity in diversity? Which is the topic we're talking today. Unity in diversity is just simple. harmony without uniformity, uniformity, all right? Strengths in our own differences. So if you see we being different, we being different in age, we different in color, we different in tribe, we different in a lot of things. The ability for us to function as one is that unity that we're talking about despite the diversity. This is something of which we've always been preaching in Nigeria because we have several tribes. Even in Igbo land, I was talking to him. It wasn't Oroma. Even in Igbo land, you see different languages. Your backyard don't speak like your front. Your front don't speak like you really backyard. And by then, language can easily scatter you. But ability for us to come together to have that unity is what we have. And that is why Nigeria will still practice our system of government where every power is to the center. If not, things cannot scatter here. The next one says, why does it matter? All right? Inclusive leadership is equal to strong organization. Inclusive leadership is equal to strong organization. This is one thing of which I want to still sell to you guys. Because if your leadership, that was what I was asking you guys, I said, oh, now, you people have different, let's even use the first one, male and female, you said sex. How many do you have in your executive or in your different chapters? Like today now, we have more of any organization where you get more male, let work. Now women are the driver. Alright, so it's good we have more female in your program. Alright? But in your organizing executive, how many females do you have? Is it a ratio of 2 to 10 to 1? Alright? So you, in your bylaw or your constitution, you could go a long way to help have that as ensuring that for every day these positions are for this to help have inclusion of what? Females. In anything you are doing, like in my position, and you have only male talking. Why? Sorry, let me use it. Women think differently from men. Yes or no? Yes. Men can be thinking like this. We are doing this in one woman just come from nowhere. Yeah. Hijack them. Oh, left. The left on a normal to you is irrelevant, is nonsense. But in that nonsense, what is that? My MD will always tell you, for anything he wants to, any committee he wants to put, he's not put one woman. The woman is to scatter anything you people are doing. And scattering it, you will become more innovative on how to resolve it. Because if everybody conforms to one thing, there is never a way. There is no innovation. If president come and say, we have to go to Lagos, oh yes sir, let's go. There could be a reason why you should retain in Igbo states. There's a reason why you might go to what? In Delta or other places. So a different view, a different ideology about things helps. But ability for you to, in all these things, try to what? Come together is what makes it unity in what? Diversity. Any diversity that is not well organized scatters everything. Like now, in your set, you just graduated, right? You bring them all in. These are young guys. We have people who graduated since 1994. So you mix your executive in such a way that you have all these people. You as an OG, you are thinking like this, thinking like this. A young person might not tell you just one little idea that you will never ever have thought about. Diversity in what? Age. Which could come with what? Diversity of your set, of your graduation. Alright? Fine. And now this one that we talked about, inclusive leadership, stronger organization. So we use that. Then the second one is diversity fuels creativity and innovation. Diversity fuels creativity and innovation. I bet you, the moment we all said we are going to Lagos, I believe some of you are Lagosians here. And that is why your IMO program graduate is not only for IMO residents. You have diversity of different chapters coming up with their own different views. And it says here, unique perspectives generate fresh ideas and solutions. Diversity brings together unique viewpoints, cultural experiences, and problem-solving approaches. If you have different things, it helps you. There's also what we call interconnected global society. Our world is more connected than ever, embracing diversity, strengthening global collaboration. So be rest assured that the moment you have different cultures, different people all coming together, it helps you. I'll give an example. They have called global examples where people, countries make it like a point of duty to have this. What is Canada? Canada officially adopted multiculturalism as a policy in 1971. And today they have 21% of its population is foreign based. So also UK and the rest. Don't mind South Africa that is pursuing Nigerians away, and even Ghana. And it consistently ranks among the top countries for immigrants, and integration and diversity is highly accepted. Singapore is the next. It's a despite its small size, Singapore is a home for major ethnic groups like Chinese, Mali, Indian, and the rest. And that is why, let's say for example, UK, you see Nigeria is becoming what? Maybe state president, governors, and the rest. And even outside the shores. Members of parliament. It's also, that is, and when they go there, because of their own different cultural background, how it's being done as an African and every other thing, they bring innovation, they bring a different thing to whatever they are doing. Alright? Not unlike us in Nigeria. If you are Igbo, all the Igbos will sweep all the political appointments in Igbo land. It's only Lagos I'm seeing like a bit scatter diagram, but the scatter diagram is 90 to 1 to 10. Alright? So for the Lagos State Charter, you should understand that. Now that's where you always have maybe 90% of Yoruba and maybe 10 of Igbos here in Lagos. But we don't always practice that in Nigeria. But in your Imo alumni, let's look at it. For IMSU, we said it's a mini global village. IMSU brings, that's your alumni, brings together students from, or graduates from different, that your institution now, your university, brings together students from various ethnic, cultural, religious background, and different ideology. I'll still point that out. And this fostering an inclusive and vibrant academic environment through shared academic experiences, cultural changes, and campus life. Back then we were in Unizik. The Lagos-based guys, when they come out to talk, you definitely know that they are not from the East. Some of us who were coming from Delta, when we talk, you know they are not from the East. Then the Onitsha guys, the Omata boys, they don't be school, they come there, they don't want to let the paper and come out here. What you are talking is just how much. Or their own is ego, how much. Everything to them is money. You want to organize something, their own is not to bring the idea. Only we tell the idea or bring the money. But guess what? It's diversity. If everybody is bringing the idea, nobody is bringing the money. Now we here got one idea. I don't know if you understand. So somebody will be bringing the money, someone will be doing the whole thing. Someone will we're hearing about diversity. Like today now, someone is checking this one, someone is doing registration, someone is doing this one. Everybody market his own. You know your own strength, you know where your strength lies, and you focus on it. And that's why we all also, apart from the fact that we are all in the same school, or we graduate from the same school, we read different courses. And the courses of which you've read would have shaped your own experience in life and your own ideology differently. An engineer talking and a lawyer talking is not the same thing. So when you bring up an issue in your emo stuff, what happens? If you're an engineer called law, no, you call somebody who is what? A lawyer. So you also look at your composition. Are we all political science people? You'll be surprised a particular department dominates a particular alumni. And I've seen that happen. There's our own that we're doing in Lagos, Unizik alumni. 80% of them were engineers, engineering departments and everything. If you are there as a medical person, it's as good as you know, they talk experience and everything. You now, huh? You say something? Okay. You understand? So try as much as you can to involve other departments that are not just your own. The moment it is monotonous, it's not, your discussion will always be one-sided. Alright? It's just like a department, maybe you're working in a department and all of you are Yorubas. It's not always fair. Vivian can tell you, if you have a Rotary Club and every 80% are Igbos, a Yoruba person cannot come feel okay joining them. Yes. Even though the person is more highly read and everything, or they are there, he won't feel. Same also, if you come to Kenya, before now, in knighthood, they say, the knight will not pandam, right? They not trust the law down to engage from 40. They will bring them to 35. And like some of us back then, we now killed him. But when we now came in, we saw our fathers, our mothers, and everything. It was nice. We are backing out. You understand? But it was an intentional act because those people are more like this. They hope they will not die off. So they needed to have younger people coming in and everything. So when we became knights and they were like, wow, okay, I know I was young as you are. I said, yes, so because of what? That is an organization thinking for the future. Because if they leave it for only the elderly, I bet you over time it will go into extinction. So you also ask yourself, how do you people bring it? Do you have a peg for membership joining to your GIMSU alumni? No. But then how do you encourage even the new ones? It's not just saying no. When they do you do anything to encourage them to? Hello? I can't talk with that mic. One of my God will be stopped and throw it away. So, what have you done to include even the young ones? The set I'm seeing here, the minimum I'm seeing here might be 2000, 2002, 2003. Did anybody graduate 2004 here? No.
2016 is here.
And they could then very close. 2016 is still far now. 2024. 2024 is he here? Yes. Who raise your hand now? 2023. Who's 2024 here? Last year?
Maybe not in this room, but we have them in our
2019.
2019 is still far.
No. 2023.
We have 2021. She's outside.
2021 is outside?
Yes.
Okay, look here, secretariat job. Look at what people are doing. Okay, what kind of is small, you know?
One more the job.
God want a job without listening. Nah, guilty, not saying that. Alright, so include them, not just as members, but also as executive or create opportunities for them to shine so that they will feel included in your program. Okay? Fine. I'm almost done so that couldn't be doing your AGM. Okay. Alumni as global ambassadors. That's your own IMSU graduates. You can serve as global representatives upholding IMSU values of unity, integrity, and an MD or manager in a company, and you see somebody who is from your school. You try to. There's nothing bad in that, so I can tell people. If you're a Rotarian and you come to my office, I treat you specially. I have that. That one is personal. If you wear the Rotary pin, and the reason why I accepted this thing is because it's a Rotarian. And I said, anything you want, I will do it. And he wouldn't take me because he's a Rotarian. Now, there are challenges of community in this diversity. One, there is stereotyping, alright, and prejudice. What does this mean? Preconceived notion that, okay, because she graduated 2024, she should be writing outside. I don't know if that's it's like now. No, he was what I said he should learn on the job, or they learn on the job outside.
That was the lighter side.
Oh, that was the lighter side. Okay. So, stereotyping that, oh, this ethnic sect, this female sect, they don't have the IQ as a male, doesn't work. So if you're having an executive of 10, and you have, out of 10, you have only 8, only 2 females. No. At least minimum men are 70 that, I don't know what your rule is, but I'm just saying. Then also age differences. What do you say about that? Oh, this one, I graduated 2000. Remember when I graduated? I look very young, right? I graduated 2004. I was telling you. I said 2005. Alright? But if you look at me by my look, you will throw me away. I look like a boy, right? Don't worry. Fortunately, he's a relative.
He's 98.
He's 98. You are 98 set, right? Yeah, good. So have it as diversity. It goes a long way to help you. Alright? So he said, preconceived notion that, okay, this sex, this culture, this race, when you go out, I always tell people, do you know that if I'm out of the country, the first thing I do is to always put my passport at the back of my pocket anytime I'm leaving the hotel. Because the moment you are out of your door, you are as good as a criminal, you are as good as anything. There is what she here now, you go first go. That is how the notion and is being preconceived outside the country about you being what? A Nigerian. No, being a black in the first place is even worse. No, you being a black is bad. Then you being a Nigerian is the worst thing ever. We were flying to Casablanca. The first thing they did was that we were about 5 blacks. But because your goals are your mission, statement, vision, so you should represent and say, oh, because you are this, you are, like you said, ambassador. You should be ambassador not only to your school, but also to your country. Alright? So, the moment I go out, I put my passport at the back, anything, police is not happening like this. They will be monitoring you throughout your stay in that country before you come back. And it's really, really bad. That is what we talk about stereotyping. It occurs within us that a lady is a member of your committee. You don't value that the fact that she can have anything to offer. It's still stereotyping. You also stereotype the fact that, because only I was 16 or 21 years old and you yourself you are 54, you think that you have better idea or better knowledge about something than the person. You will be surprised. Only one idea the person will bring in. We've managed sales for years, and by then, I bet you, those that even change, bring innovations, are majorly the younger ones. You see how they fresh now? You need to school fees, you need to house rent, you need to create time way to think about work. But then they are fresh from school, fresh from this. I'm hammering this because I'm not seeing younger people here. Alright? So let's avoid stereotyping and premeditated listening. So we also have eccentricity, which I believe does not really occur here because people are more or less united. We also have communication gap, language barrier, which is not still here. If I speak Igbo now, everybody hears what I'm saying. Like me now. If they ask you if I'm Igbo, you say yes, right? Yes or no?
No.
But more Igbo. No, so Igbo, but who Okay. Don't worry. I always say I'm one Nigerian. So when I see topics like this, I'm happy. I'm a Southerner. I school in the Southeast. I serve in the North, and I'm working in the West. And my name, officially, some people, when they tell me my name is Jalili, they're like, oh, maybe not guy name. That's my official name. So Jalili Efedi. Efedi is more to the south. So why the Jalili is more to the north? My brother, that name has saved me severally. Especially when we went to the north. Maybe this person wouldn't have been standing here. Oh, maybe I would have been dead by now. So sometimes, let's help ourselves on this. Now, there are solutions. I have just 2 slides before we go so that we close. There are solutions and frameworks to this. Empathy and active listening. to avoid the fact that, oh, I presume that this is a lady and that is it, so you cannot come anything to play. I believe this is a Yoruba person. We are talking about business. Igbos are more sharp in business and things and organization. You never can tell. So do not do stereotyping. What you just do is to add empathy to whatever you want to do. Give them listening ears, even though of their age, of their color, and give what we call fair hearing to everyone. Inclusive policies, I always say it, so that if you have policies or your laws, try to see if you can bring in all these things into play. And what we call education. If you feel the other person doesn't really have that much, try to see how you can educate them. We have collaboration for common goals. Now for your alumni, the mandate will be from me to you is one, connect. Reach across cultural, professionals, and geographical boundaries to build meaningful relationship with fellow alumni and communities. So connect with yourselves, and I'm happy you are shifting. I believe you take your AGM to different part of the country. So these are ways you connect. Collaborate. Use your diverse skills and backgrounds to partner on initiatives that promote inclusiveness, innovation, and social impact. And the last one says contribute. Give back by mentoring, volunteering, or leading efforts that strengthen unity and shared purpose within the global alumni network. For call to action, I will say this. Start conversation across differences. It could be intentional about it, engaging with people of different age, different tribe, but good enough, you have more of 99% of your culture as one, but those who are not, maybe sometimes that's why they didn't come. I'm a man in Igbo. When we come now, they start speaking their language. Try to avoid it. Create policies that they don't feel indifferent when they come around. Volunteer or mentor in diverse groups. Share your experience to uplift others and create inclusiveness in your environment. Promote unity in your professional circles. That is, advocate for inclusiveness and celebrate diverse strengths in your team. My brother will always say when we're doing debates, I hope with a few points of mind, I'll be able to convince you, not to confuse you, that there's unity in diversity. Thank you.
Please, keep clapping, please. Sorry, sir. I don't know if you have any question. Any question for our speaker?
Can there be unity without a degree of conformity? If so, where is the line?
Okay. Any other one? It's the diversity that is okay. That conformity you are looking for. The bottom line is that you can only conform when people agree on something. I wanted to know if I should be asking him or you want to ask differently so that we're all talking together. Because some of the questions might intertwine. Yeah. Any other one?
Any other question?
Even though it's contribution, you are free. Matter. It could be something of which you feel. Alright. So there should be policies and things to make all of us conform. If not, people, we are human beings in the first place. And there's tendency of pride, there's tendency of ego, there's tendency of every other thing that could come into play. Naturally it could play. We are men. You hear why we are about that? I'm telling you, you're a cultural man. And you come, a woman. In Igbo culture, we know how we treat our ladies. But in our circle, it shouldn't come into play. Because this is not home. This is a different thing entirely. It's an organization. Alright? So for us to conform and every other thing, we need to put up down the policy statements and in our constitution and say, oh, this is what we need to do. In our constitution, it says that we must have this. In a different constitution, we must have this. So if not, if there's no conformity, that policy will beg you to conform to it. That is just it. If not, we'll be having those meals as your executive. And then I have BOT, sir, my president, sir. Or when was it, man? Or when am I here? I was asking them what was you are secretary of this. I said, someone like her should be made, because I know her strength. She was past military president, and I know what she did when she was president. So, likes of this, look at them, tap into them. If she's in your executive, I bet you what she can do. I'm not promoting her, but I don't have a choice. Because at least to an extent, I don't know. Can you please clap for her? Alright? Any other one?
Thank you very much for that very on-point talk. At the point I didn't want to ask this question because you're running out of time. But I think it's pertinent that I raise it. And that has to do with when unity. You see, we talk about unity on the surface. It's acceptable, it is good, everybody wants it. But in some cases, you realize that unity can actually be injurious to the various entities you want to unify. Now, when you have such a situation, what do you advise? Because for me, I don't think that unity is an absolute term. It's relative. You say unity for what? Right? Do you want us to come together so that you will, if we have a parasitic kind of relationship, I don't think there should be unity in that.
My topic, our discussion, is for your what? So that is why I was trying to put your unity for this organization. So for your alumni. So your unity you are talking about, the bad one, look at this idiot. Your unity you are talking about is in another bad aspect. That's not what we're talking about. Even, let me bring in the bad part. I'm a robber group. Let's say a robbers gang. Some of them know how to hold, some of them have the hobby to hold or do anything. Some of them know how to shoot. Some know how to do other things. If they are not unified in that bad thing they are doing, I got there a phone here when they say, okay, we are going, don't raise your hand, if they say, okay, when we go there, this is our plan. A day, everybody must conform. That is why, hello? That's why I said, there must be a policy, there must be something written that will guide and mitigate against that not conforming habit, because definitely it will come into play. You can say, let all of us go right. We say we'll be here at what time? 10. So, but there are ways of which you must put laws, put penalties, and all those things, so that if you don't go, if you go against it, there are things that will drive you back. And that's why there are laws and regulations to a lot of things. So for my new teacher, so that I'll conclude, but rest assured, if you are unifying yourself for something bad and things like that, if you say a relationship that doesn't work, you're not going to work. You understand? It has always scattered you for your stars. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Speaker. Ambassador Jelly. Please, the global president, please come for your presentation. Thank you.
Exactly the real facts or not. But we're happy. We want to thank you for this wonderful time with you, to share your experience, to talk to us on the need to be united even when we differ in many ways. So, the Global Muslim University Graduate Alumni, in this our convention today, we want to give you this token of appreciation, graciously presented to you, Ambassador Ikeja Jelilisi, the Knight of Sembulumba, in recognition of your impact and invaluable contribution as our speaker at the 2025 Global Convention on this topic, Unity in Diversity, this day, Thursday, 15th of August, today is Friday of August 2025. Thank you.
Open the microphone, not your microphone. Not your microphone. Go on, no. Okay, no. Good. Okay. Okay. Close it down. No. Yes. Go back here.
Pucheno.
Your tag. Tag again.